Spencer, what the hell did you do to Blair?
Natalie, why would you say such a thing? Blair's my fiancée, the love of my life. Now, why would I do anything to hurt her?
I'm going to find Adriana.
You are.
And you're going to help me.
I am.
Yes, you are. You're going to get the truth out of Dorian.
You sound awfully sure of yourself.
I am.
See, I don't think she'd do something like that to her own daughter. She would definitely terrorize someone else's daughter, but not her own.
She hates me. She doesn't want Adriana to have anything to do with me.
Oh, don't take that personally. Dorian hates everybody. But even if she did hire a stalker, why should I help you?
Because I'll give you ultraviolet if you do.
You'll give me your club. I thought you loved that place.
I do. But if Adriana doesn't find out what really happened, I'll lose her, and I love her more than I could love a stupid club.
Good afternoon, sunshine.
Bite me.
Young lady, is that any way to speak to your stalker?
Let's not leave kidnapper off the list.
Of course not. Oh, see, you haven't touched your food. Please don't tell me you're going anorexic on me. Just like a model. Oh, what, are you mad at me?
What do you think?
Well, I think you're mad because I sent that text message to your boyfriend.
I'll never believe it.
After what happened at the beach house, I think you will. He probably already thought you hated him and never wanted to see him again.
I was confused because of those emails you planted on his computer.
I only did what your mommy hired me to do.
Call me, Bruce. So help me, if you harm one hair on my little baby's head, I'll make sure you are a dead man.
Hey.
Where's Bree?
I left her with Mom. What's going on?
Well, I just got the green light to go after the scum who brought tapes from our dear friend Norman Leeds. And I promise you, Jessica, I'm not going to stop until I brought in every single last one of them.
I know. Thank you, Antonio.
Do me a favor, find out what's taking you so long. You got it? Okay, John, you got a minute? Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm just filling you in. I'm going to serve a search warrant on a Eugene Snyder.
Dr. Eugene Snyder?
Yeah, it looks like he's mixed up in this Norman Leeds kitty porn ring.
He's also the guy that Truman forced to take the blame for my father's botched surgery. At least now we know what kind of blackmail cards Truman was holding. As an old poker player myself, I would say you were holding some cards that you didn't want me to see.
I need to talk to my brother.
Not until I get some answers.
I don't like plotting against Dorian. But if she did anything to hurt Adriana...
She did. Now, are you going to help me?
Let's weigh my choices here. If I conspire against Dorian, I get my own club, I have a lot of money. On the other hand, if I don't go behind her back, I have nothing.
Become a hobo.
Wouldn't make a good hobo. Tend to get a rash on my shoulder when I carry a knapsack.
Then you'll help?
Okay, I will.
Good. Let's get started.
Are there any hard tests to get your PI license?
Oh, well, looky there. There goes your little brother now. So, I guess you don't have to run off. So, please, Natalie, do tell me. Why would you think that I would hurt Blair?
You tell me.
You brought it up. You should go first.
You can't look at me and tell me you don't love me anymore, can you? Why don't you look at me and tell me that, Blair? Right here, right now. Tell me. Tell me.
I can't.
Then tell me the truth. Tell me what's going on with you. What are you doing with Spencer? What are you doing with the cops? All right, then. You know what I should do? I should go to Spencer myself.
No, Todd, please, no, you can't do that. No.
I don't care how it makes me look.
Todd.
I'm a jealous ex. I'm going to tell him what I think.
You can't do that.
I'm going to remind him that you betrayed me.
No.
And he'll likely...
No. You can't do that.
Tell me. Or I'm going to go straight to Spencer, I swear to God. Tell me.
I have been sleeping with Spencer to help you, Todd.
I see. So I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. I've been sleeping with him. I've been going behind his back to get evidence. To help you. Do you believe me?
Yes, I do. Truman knew Snyder was a pedophile and threatened to turn him in if he didn't take the blame for my father's death. Truman did turn him in. Snyder ended up in prison. We all know pedophiles don't do well in prison.
Probably right.
Truman must have found out and waited until he needed a favor, so to speak.
Unbelievable.
So Spencer used me to his advantage, and Snyder could still be buying tapes without anyone knowing.
Hey, look, Jess, I don't want you to think that I'm profiting off what happened to you either, okay? This may be our only chance to get to Truman.
I know you're not profiting.
This loser is involved in child pornography. Don't make any deal with him just to nail Truman.
Yeah, there's no way. We are going to get Snyder, and he's going to do hard time. Believe me, all right? And we do get a conviction. He'll have no need to keep quiet about Truman anymore.
All right, so move forward with the search warrant.
Do it. What's the address?
15 Euclid Avenue.
Okay.
Hey, I'll be pretty busy for a little while, so why don't you go get Bree, go home, and I'll call you as soon as I find something out.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right, baby.
Sorry it took so long. The bank manager's a real P's and Q's man.
What happened?
He wanted to call Truman and tell him his property was being seized.
He didn't, though, right? That would be a bad thing.
I'm going to ask you again. Why would you think that I would hurt Blair?
That's not what I meant. Or what I said. I'm just worried about her, all right?
Oh, then why don't you elaborate?
I need to explain why I'd be worried about Blair.
Oh, that's right. I guess you two have such a close personal relationship, right?
She was married to my uncle.
Ancient history.
So that means I can't care about her.
Well, you didn't seem to care too much about her when Todd was on trial, going through his execution. I mean, she really could have used your support then, couldn't she?
You weren't around every minute.
Naturally. Or maybe you were just too busy clinging to John McBain's coattails, huh?
Maybe I was clinging to his coattails because we're in a relationship.
Oh, I see. Well, forgive me for not knowing the details of your personal life. You know, people seem to do an awful lot of whispering when I'm around, so tell me, should I be concerned about something?
You know, Dr. Truman, you really can't control what people are saying behind your back.
No, but if they are talking about me, I certainly have a right to defend myself.
It's called a trial.
Cute. Now that you mention it, you know, I have seen McBain and Blair sort of huddling together every now and again. I don't suppose you'd like to tell me what you think they might have been discussing?
Yeah, I believe you, but I sure still don't understand it.
Look, after you were convicted, after you were sent to death row, so many people tried to tell me that you were innocent, but it was just all that evidence, Todd, and there was Spencer. He was there. He was supportive. He was good to me.
He's a regular Boy Scout.
It was too far-fetched to believe that he was doing all this just to be with me.
Oh, well, don't sell yourself short, sweetheart.
David and Paige thought it was just another scam of Spencer's. You know, when they found out that Margaret was alive, and it didn't make any sense. Why would he bring you back to life after the execution if he wanted you dead?
Because he can't help himself. He thinks he's God.
I know.
So when did you first realize all this stuff?
It was after the execution. Things that people said. Vicky, Evangeline, Star, and I know they're good people. And I know that they love you and they're not capable of loving someone that would kill their own child. And then there was John and Bo, and they knew something was wrong with Spencer. And everything just seemed to add up. And of course, I was fooled by that creep Denton. Spencer was pulling all the strings. Todd, I knew deep in my heart what kind of man that you were and what you were capable of. I'm so sorry that I ever let myself forget that.
So even after you knew the truth, that I was innocent and he was guilty, you stayed with him. Why?
You know the answer to that.
No, I want to hear it from you.
Todd, I'm the one that has to prove what he did, Todd. He thinks he's untouchable, but he's not. I'm the only person that can get to him. The only one that he doesn't suspect is me.
You didn't let the bank manager talk to Truman, did you?
No, I wouldn't let him call. I told him I hit him with an obstruction of justice charge, and he backed down pretty fast.
Okay, what'd you find?
Right here. Proof that Truman knew Margaret was alive well after she allegedly drowned in Lantana Lake.
This is good.
I know.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Truman could claim we found this after the fact, or that it was planned. What we need is something that connects him directly to Todd and Margaret's baby.
We have Paige Miller, who says Truman forced her to help deliver the baby. Her testimony plus this photo equals indictment.
Indictment. Maybe. All we need is a smoking gun, preferably the gun that shot my father. But for now, I'll take what I can get. What else we got here? The will, tax record. How's this?
I don't believe you.
There's nothing in it for me to lie.
Stop blaming this on my mother, okay? She wouldn't do anything like this. It's too horrible. Hiring someone to stalk me so that I'll break up with Rex? No, she wouldn't.
What would be the point of making something up like that?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
I'll get my ransom money. There's no reason for me to smear your mother.
I still don't believe you.
I met your mother. We bonded over Pinot Noir. She cried about how your horrible boyfriend wasn't worthy to clean your toilet. She went on and on about how you could do so much better. See? You're starting to believe me.
No, I'm not. What else happened?
I told her I'd help her come up with a plan for a price. She gave me your cell phone number, your email address, your schedule. Her only rule was I was not to hurt you. And look, I haven't, have I? And I still promise not to hurt you, providing Mommy Dearest comes through with the money.
I want proof that this was her idea.
No, you don't need proof. You already believe me.
David?
Dorian.
Who do you think you are barging in like this?
Sorry, force of habit.
I need to speak to you.
David, this isn't a very good time. I'm handling a very difficult situation. Thank you for stopping by. Leave.
I can only stay for one drink, then I gotta go.
David! Okay, what's so important you had to come crashing through my front door?
I went to that hospital gala
Oh, I'm so pleased for you. Now, if you don't mind, go.
where I saw Spencer opposed to Blair, and she said yes.
Well, as appalling as I find that prospect, she's an adult, okay? Blair's capable of making her own decisions.
That's it?
I'm not pleased, but it pales in comparison to the situation I'm dealing with.
Well, then you must be dealing with one hell of a situation if it makes Spencer and Blair pale in comparison. You know what? Maybe Balsam was right.
What? Maybe Balsam was right? What would that punk be right about?
Well, I ran into him over at the palace, and he kept going on and on about some sort of inane plot that you had hatched to make him break up with Adriana. Now, I didn't believe him, but the way you're acting...
What? Am I acting as if I'm guilty of something?
Dorian, trust me. You look like you could use some help, so if you tell me what it is that you did, I'll do everything I can to get you out of it.
What did you find?
Well, it looks like a letter to Margaret's baby. It seems that Truman was going to send it along to the kid, along with the picture when the baby grew up.
Is there an address or a name or something else identifiable?
No. But it talks about the baby's birth here and that Truman was with the baby for a while when he was born.
Oh, and don't tell me how Todd Manning is his father.
So you've been spying on Spencer the whole time?
After I found out you were innocent, I knew that I had to do something to make things right. It's all my fault.
Well, I wouldn't say it was all your fault.
It was all my fault, Todd. I abandoned you. I stopped believing in you.
And so your remedy is to spy on Spencer?
I'm looking for as much evidence as I possibly can.
And the cops, they know about this?
Well, they don't. They know about it, but they don't want me to do it. I mean, but they can't stop me, so they might as well work with me.
Why didn't you let the cops do their job?
Because nobody's going to get close to Spencer unless he trusts them, and the only person Spencer trusts is me.
So from the minute you thought I was innocent, you've been sleeping with this man.
Don't you look at me like I'm old.
You said it, sweetheart.
Snyder, open up, Lambview PD.
What do you want? What'd I do? What's this all about?
It's about your dirty little hobby. Now let us in.
No.
You let us in or you hang out in a jail cell for obstruction of justice while we toss the place. Keep an eye on it.
You got it. Where are you? Sit down.
Sick son of a bitch.
Well, some guy brought all this over. I don't know what it is.
Smut do you have on this?
Well, none. I let a friend of mine use it. Anything on there belongs to him.
You're right.
Anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a boatload of child porn here.
I'm telling you, I didn't download anything. And these tapes and everything, they're not mine. My friend brought over a whole box of stuff and dumped it here. I don't even know what's in it.
What's your friend's name?
It's Bill, is all I know.
You remember his last name?
No. I did, but I forgot.
You're under arrest.
Oh, I want to talk to my lawyer.
Feel free. But it's not going to do you any good because I got enough evidence on you to put you away for the rest of your life.
You can't arrest me for something I didn't do.
Get on your back. Cuff him. Oh. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Now that you're a young man, I'm sure you have many questions about your birth parents. I'm enclosing a picture of your mother. She loved you very much and wanted you to do what's best for you. She was sick and couldn't take care of you, so she asked me to help her. I am the doctor who delivered you, and it was up to me to find you a new family. I hope your adoptive parents have raised you to be a strong and productive young man. I am positive you're better off with your parents than you would have been if you'd been raised by your father. He was not a good person, and you're fortunate to have never met him. I would not recommend ever trying to find him because it would do nothing but cause you heartache and grief. I hope this answers a few of the many questions you must have. Good luck. There's no signature. It's got to be his handwriting. One way to find out.
I'm sorry, but I don't bug John's conversations. I have no idea what he and Blair have been talking about.
Oh, you must have some idea.
I don't know, Spencer. What do friends talk about?
Oh, so now John and Blair are friends, and the plot thickens.
Wait, no. I know. They're having an affair. In fact, John's the only guy in Landby that Blair hasn't slept with, so it must be that they're trying to figure out what positions to try next.
Funny, now I really don't know whether to be insulted, angry, or just plain old feel sorry for you. Why on earth would Blair be having a relationship with John when she already has one with me?
3 words. Variety, spice, life.
That's not a surprising statement coming from you, someone with such vast wisdom and considerable experience with that kind of behavior. You see, Blair is committed to me. She's committed to building a life with me.
Well, then she should be committed. Look, I am just so happy for you, Spencer. Not so much for Blair. Excuse me, I've got to be going.
Think what you want to about me, Todd, but it was the only way I could get you back. I had to be close to him.
Yeah, that you are.
I did what I had to do.
So what? Bo and John pimped you out then?
They didn't pimp me out. They didn't want me to do it. They said it was dangerous.
Yeah, I'll say it's dangerous. I saw that hotel room he thrashed.
Well, that was my fault.
You thrashed it?
No, I didn't. Spencer did. I drugged him. Tried to get information from him, and it backfired. He went ballistic. He tried to kill me. He tried to strangle me. And I wanted to stop then.
But you couldn't stop, could you?
No, I couldn't stop. I had to keep sleeping with him because I've got to get the information on him to get him to hell where he belongs.
How many times have you done it?
Oh, come on, Todd. What difference does it make?
It makes a difference to me. How many times?
More times than I care to remember.
So you weren't really working for the Landview's finest. You were kind of a freelancer, is that it?
Todd, John asked me to do something, and I was at the right place to do it. Spencer had a safe deposit box with his father's name on it, and I got the key to John.
Yeah, and what was in it?
I don't know. That's probably what John was calling about earlier. I just hope it's something that we can put him away for good.
Put him away?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, put him away? I don't think so. That's not good enough for me. I'm going to make sure that man
You're not going to do anything. Because I know that's why I didn't want you involved. Because you won't ever let me finish what I started.
Speak with other men,
I did what I had to do.
Well, how far are you going to go with this? Are you going to marry him?
No. Never, Todd. And I swear to you, it should be over by the end of the day.
David, this is such nonsense. I haven't done anything.
So you didn't create this situation?
No, I didn't. But you are right about one thing. I am upset. So if you would please just run along.
Nobody knows you better than me. I know how much you like to protect your girls, so if this situation is more important than Blair, then this situation must be about one of your other girls.
I've got no idea what you're blathering on about. And I have done absolutely nothing to try and break up Adriana and Rex, and I gotta tell you, it really hurts me that you would even suggest such a thing.
Dorian, I want to help you, but you've got to open up to me.
There is nothing to open up about.
She's a liar. You're a liar.
How did you get in here? David! What? Why would you help this miscreant?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I would never stoop so low as to help a miscreant. What does that mean?
Get out of here!
Stop it!
Both of you!
Now I need the name of the guy you hired to stalk Adriana. Tell me where to find him.
Your mother hired me. You know I'm telling you the truth.
No.
Then why would she instantly change from hating Rex to loving him? Because she knew the whole thing would explode in his face.
I want to talk to her. I want to talk to my mother.
Fine. I think that's a good idea.
Come on, Todd, you have to believe me. When I said yes to Spencer, I never intended for it to go to marriage. He just caught me off guard.
And you always say yes when you get caught off guard?
I had to keep him on the hook, Todd. I had the safe deposit key. Do you have any idea what Spencer would have done to me if he found out? The proposal was actually a very good distraction.
Oh, is that all that was, a distraction?
Yeah, it worked. I got the key. And I got it back on the keyring before he even knew.
You sound like you think it's a game.
It's not a game to me. I haven't slept in weeks, Todd.
Neither have I.
I know you haven't. Todd, that's why I'm doing all this. I can't stand it when that pig touches me. It's revolting. I am doing this for you, Todd. I'm doing this so we can find out what Spencer did to you, to Margaret, and where your baby is. Don't you want to know where your son
Yes, I want to
is?
see.
Well, then
Yes.
you understand then. Tell me that.
Honestly, I don't know if I understand, Blair. I have the image of you and Spencer going at it in our cabin, you know. I wish I'd never seen that.
Me too.
I mean, every time I close my eyes. Every time. I don't know if I'll ever stop seeing it.
If you can't, forgive me. I understand. I just wish that you could look me in the eye and tell me that you love me again.
Well?
Just one moment, please. Can I see the other sample?
Right here.
Let's see. Non-joining rock hoop. Loop slant. Yep. Loop slant finish. They match.
All right, so what you're saying is that the same person wrote both of those letters?
Positive. Just look at the sharp hook on the J if you don't believe me.
I'll take your word for it.
Now that I've advised you of your rights, are you willing to answer any questions?
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry I couldn't just sit around. I had to see his face, and I have to have him see mine.
Honey, I don't think that's a good idea. Besides, I don't want anything to happen that might compromise this investigation.
So you found something?
Yeah. Jess.
Please. See this? Do you see this? This was me. Look at me.
Look at me. I'm a real person. I was a real little girl, not some object that you saw on a videotape. And the man that you bought this from molested me. It's because of people like you that kept him in business. You encouraged him to do horrible things to little girls just like me. He destroyed my life. He ripped me in two, literally. But men like you are responsible. And I'm gonna make myself whole again, if only to put scumbags like you behind bars where you belong.
Thanks for your help, Paul.
Yeah, anytime.
We'll get in touch with you when this goes to trial.
Gotcha.
Thanks. You see something else?
No, I was just wondering why Truman would do something like this. So out of character. It's almost a decent thing to do.
Now, he's a narcissist. He loves himself so much he thinks the world revolves around him. He's the one who gets to dole out the pain and the anguish and also the pleasure and the joy.
Yeah, fits the profile, I guess.
Exactly, to a T.
All right. Well, look, we have to handle this very carefully. I'm going to take the picture to Bo. We'll get an arrest warrant, all right? We cannot let Truman catch wind of any of this. If he does, he'll go on a slash and burn frenzy. He'll destroy every piece of evidence that relates to this case.
Absolutely, you're right.
I'm banking he's got the gun that killed my father stashed somewhere.
That'd sure make things tidy for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Here. See ya. What do you got?
Josh.
Yeah.
I've got to talk to you.
Okay, all right. Take it easy.
I can't. I think I screwed things up. Big time.
There's no way Blair would ever do anything to ruin what we have. There's no way.
You want me to tell you I love you? You want me to tell you that I'm okay with what you and Spencer did? No. Sorry. It's too much.
I know it would be. And now, dreaming. Sorry. I'm really sorry. And I know I messed up. But I really did try to. I tried to do something. Anything. I guess I just hold on to a dream.
What dream is that?
Tell me who you hired to break me and Adriana up, and tell me now.
Rex, about my nightclub.
No, there's no nightclub. You didn't get anything out of her.
David, you would betray me for a third-rate nightclub?
I was going to make you a silent partner.
Get out of here, both of you, okay? Get out of here now before I call the police.
I'm going to the Landview Library and looking up the word you called him.
It's not going to be that easy to get rid of me. I won't leave till I get some answers.
Well, this will be interesting. Dorian was so anxious to talk to you before, but now I don't think she'll be so excited to hear what you have to say.
Don't, please.
Lord Residence.
Rex?
What did you do?
I think I screwed up.
We established that. How?
When you called, I was with Spencer, and he said some things, and I don't know, I think that I misinterpreted what you had said about him.
What did you do, Natalie?
I thought that he did something to Blair, and I think I tipped him off. I think I tipped him off.
You tipped him off?
Well, I kind of got in his face about Blair. Yes, I wanted to know what happened to Blair, and I got into his face, and now he might be onto her.
If he's onto her, she's dead.
This is Blair Kramer. Please leave a message.
Hang on, Blair. I'm coming for you.
Every time Spencer would kiss me, I would close my eyes and dream it was you, Todd. I dreamed that you would hold me again.
Do you know how easy it would be for me to walk away from you right now?
On the next One Life to Live.
What are you going to do to me?
I want to kill you.
We better just put our differences aside and work together.
Rex loves me, and he isn't going to give up on me. Ever.
Don't you ever think about